Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do you know how many times it's taken me to? I've filmed. I haven't gone to the part of editing, but I think I've filmed like 3 or 4 videos, like just wanting to make my first one. Anyway, I was just telling Jake that I need to do it, and when is now the right time? No. I feel a little weird filming myself while we're walking down the busy streets of Montenegro, but I'm just going to do it because everyone does, and whatever. Anyway, Jake and I just did a grocery shop and just getting ourselves ready for the week. Today we started 75 hard purely for the fact of I need just discipline and I need to follow rules. To be quite honest, like I feel like I've glided through life doing whatever I've wanted and hasn't really gotten me to the places that I want to be when it comes from like that stubbornness side. So doing this out of pure discipline, routine. Today the only things I haven't really done, I haven't been great with my water. I've had a litre. I think I'm supposed to have at least a gallon. So the gallon, like 4 litres.
So you're playing something.
I'll continue with that. I need to read my book today, 10 pages. And we've exercised twice. Anyway, and this week a non-negotiable was just filming a freaking YouTube video and editing and starting it. Feel like I almost want to turn it off and film a little bit later. BRB. So funny, actually. So for one, I'm back. 2, it's the next day because I totally forgot to pick up the camera again and start and keep filming. No, the nail file.
No, the green one.
Yeah.
Yes, not here.
Maybe the sunlight's not super great. I was just telling everyone that I had put the phone down yesterday and forgot to keep filming when I was like, BRB, when we were walking on the street.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We made it home safe.
We did make it home safe, and I thought I'll just keep continuing on the YouTube vlog. Maybe like for the whole week and just do like snippets of our week and what we're doing.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm gonna get the rest of this toenail this toenail polish off because it's like 10 weeks old and she nasty. Anyway, Jake and I were going through our business structure and things that we need to do for our business, and let me tell you, like leaving Australia and starting up a new business just before we leave and leaving the country with $5,000 has been insane. And I'm really excited for our new business. Like there's so many things that I'm able to help people do, and then like along the way being able to coach myself throughout like this whole process has been awesome. And this has been my only roadblock. Like I really want to actually know there's another roadblock is TikTok, that I do want to start posting on TikTok, but I'm like I'm like scared to.
I feel like if it's possible, I feel like you and I actually live in the moment sometimes too much together.
That's true.
Like, there's so many times we go do stuff together, and then after it, we're like, like Tomorrowland, perfect example, just in our own little bubble, 3.5 days, and then at the end of it, we're like, oh shit, kind of like forgot to take photos and videos.
We didn't capture anything.
No.
Like we got like, I think the Friday, the first day, I did pretty well at getting some content. But then again, like I also felt really awkward with it just being me and Jake and him, like me being like, oh, can you get this photo of me in front of like everyone?
Yeah.
It just made me feel a little bit nervous, which I shouldn't care about that. Like, it doesn't matter. But then again, it was like, in saying that, also really great to live in the moment. We don't need to document everything, but then on another note, we need to document everything.
Yeah, and I think too, like, we got so many more photos at DEFCON together, but I also don't think that was necessarily of our own doing. A lot of that was also like, oh, like, so-and-so's getting a photo, we should get one.
Yeah, and like being able to have friends that can just take the photo for you rather than me asking like randoms, which should be fine.
Yeah. But yeah, even like when we walk and talk, I feel like that's such a time for us. Like, if there's a moment where
Sorry if it's a bit loud.
if there's a moment where I feel like we come up with some of our best ideas, or like just even connect a lot, is when we just walk and talk. And
It's how walk and talks.
I feel like sometimes, like, it was great. We've done it a couple of times where we'll jump on like one of our Instagram stories and just start chatting away as we're like, and filming it. However, like, I feel like especially a lot of it's to do with like work stuff, that we end up in just such a little bubble that I don't know, I guess we do sometimes miss that point of filming it. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yes. But anyway, we're aware and we're getting better at it. Also, take a look at my nails. So I got these done
last week.
When we got here, just about. I got these done 3 days into coming here, and Jake wanted me to get it done because of last. I thought he was just saying like you should really treat yourself and get your nails done, because I never get my nails done. I always do them myself. And I really miss doing them myself, by the way, too. I do miss it. But anyway. Like where we're staying, I don't know if there are any nail places around.
No, I've seen like a few. They just say like hair and beauty.
But, you know, language is quite limited as well.
And like, it's hard. Like, with those sorts of shops, I also feel like I don't know like what would be a good price, or like what not, if that makes sense. Like, the only thing we've actually bought since we've been here is from the grocery shop, which you literally know what you're paying.
Yeah.
Where we haven't really ventured out into, like, I suppose, taking someone's word on a service or anything and just being like, okay, cool. Like a taxi service, we're told just to make sure that like the meter and everything hasn't already started, and like all those little things. I think we haven't really put ourselves in positions to potentially be ripped off.
Yeah. Actually, no, I could ask Alex. Oh. You. No, I don't know if that's a dead ant or if that's just a little crumpled up flower, but something spiked me.
That spiked often.
Yeah. It's okay. There is a girl here that we're going to meet tomorrow that has stayed in this place before as well, since like we both know the same dude who owns the apartment. So potentially, I'm sure she gets her nails done. So yeah. I'll be able to find somewhere. Maybe we could go on a little girl date. Could have taken me around. But there is like a couple of mates that she's also mentioned. Ow! Just bite my tongue off. That he said he can hook us up with when we want to have like maybe, you know, a weekend out, or, you know, just having people to know. But then again, it's just like we're on quite a strict budget.
Yeah. It's like one of those things too. I think it's something we need to... Maddie and I run off our time so much. Like, even like, so we've done really well today. We've sat down and we like wrote out a schedule and everything, but we'll like equally be the people to not do things, I think, because we want to stick to our schedule, but then also break our own schedule by being lazy. Like, I don't know, I struggle, and I always have struggled with like booking in time to go spend with people.
Like going on like lunch dates and whatnot?
Yeah, like lunches, dinners. Like, even back at home, we were never really social people.
I was when I was single.
Yeah, but I feel like I was too, but a lot of it's to take away from me being in my own company.
That used to be me, but no. that I got over that.
Yeah. See, I don't know. My social time was always just at the gym.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't, and I think too
So
because
you weren't allowed to go out for fucking...
no, but I've just mean even like when I was single, like when I think of times that I would go see friends and that a lot of it was just because it was like I was bored and I had nothing else to do.
Yeah. We were a little different in that sense, my love. You know, I do really miss like my girlfriends back at home. You know, I guess just having like that, like as much as like Jake and I just don't get sick of each other at all, which is fantastic. And like I do really miss that time that we would be able to be like, okay, I'm just gonna hang out with the girls for a little bit. See you later. I do miss that.
Yeah, it's just interesting how people are.
I've got one foot done.
That's fun.
Also, after 2 festivals and a wild weekend out, tips of my toes have been very numb. And some of them are still numb. And it gets me so worried. I'm like, oh my God, are they going to be numb forever? They're going to fall off. They're literally dying. But it's funny, like my toes haven't peeled this much ever after a festival. And I mean, like I get why, you know, because your feet get all hot and sweaty and, you know, big 3-day festivals. But it's like, it's so funny the type of like trench foot that you kind of get. Like, oh my God, look at the tops of them. Nice. But anyway, we're gonna go have a little beach break after this. Soak up some rays and then come back and work a bit more.
It's been like the one thing that we've really been loving about being here. It's like so nice, so like being able to go to the beach and it not be like a super popular beach.
Yeah, like, you know, there's not sand obviously.
No.
But being able to just like sit somewhere and have a couple of people around you like on the same kind of area, but not much. It's so nice.
But just even like thinking of like what it would be like, I would assume now in like Greece and things like that, where like the it's definitely been like a little hidden gem. Like I know the touristy stuff can still get pretty full on here apparently. I really don't think we've seen it that much yet. Like we've seen the traffic, but I haven't seen like an influx of people.
I think we're not in like the most like busiest area. Like
yeah,
we're in Tibet, and I think the closest kind of touristy spot would be Porto, Montenegro, which is where like all the yachts dock in, and it's quite expensive around that area.
Yeah.
And I think like there's either Budva or Kotor that I feel have come up on my like For You page the most on TikTok and seeing the most.
I think too, and it's like I think too it also depend on the way like where people are coming from, because to get to where we are in Tibet isn't the easiest. And I think we were talking about this before, like where like just with the easiest, like I mean you can get a direct flight to the Tibet airport, but it's super expensive. So I feel like for people I'm just wondering like those other parts of Montenegro, are they easier to get to, and is that why they're also more touristy? Because to get here, you generally have to fly into Dubrovnik and then get a transfer and then cross the border.
I think everyone actually probably would do that.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah. Anyway, I would be interested to know like how busy those other places are compared to here. I think it's great. I think for me, it's got like the right amount of tourism. It's like you're not completely. There's like other tourists here that I think keep it touristy enough that you don't feel like completely like outsiders. But then there's also, it's not like, it's also like for me, it was too much when we're in Amsterdam and you would be walking around the city centre and there was like no real Dutch people. You're only surrounded by other tourists. Like, I do like that bit where it's like you are surrounded by the culture, and I think we've like nailed that again. We've been quite lucky with where we've stayed so far with like feeling that.
Yeah.
Like when we stayed in Wimbledon Park, and it was very like that. It was like just out of London, but like we were in like a little cute community of residents, and then staying in Amsterdam, we're quite lucky with that. And I feel like it's like the same thing again. I feel like we're staying enough that you can kind of like, you can get the vibe of like what normal life would be like here.
Yeah.
For someone who lived here.
Yeah.
But then you're also only like 10, 15 minutes away from being around people who are here just to see the beach. So.
And to be on the water.
Yeah.
To jump off the $1 million yachts.
It's just so crazy. Like, one thing I will, like, I've never been huge on the beach. Well, like, I've always said that I haven't been. I also, like, we spent a lot of time at the beach in summer together.
I love the beach.
But then, like, coming here, I do get the attraction to an Australian beach of, like, when people are like, oh, my God. And I also see how, like, people do go to Bondi and drown who aren't used to it because, like, the beaches are just
Oh yeah.
so fucking wild back at home.
Like, you jump in the water here and it's like it's a lake, essentially.
I know. I know.
It's been sunny. But then you go back home and, like, you know, being a regular, swimming at the beach and with the current and the pool and how forceful like our waves are, it's not something to muck around with. Like, you go on your knees and that's it.
And
when you don't know how to swim.
I still think the heat here is so different. Like, so, okay, the hottest day I think we've experienced so far is around 35, give or take.
Yeah.
Like, the difference is I think anyone that's grown up in Australia or has experienced an Australian beach at 35 degrees knows that you can't, there's no chance you're walking on the fucking sand. The sand's hot, but even like to get to the baths, like you definitely are like would have to be wearing thongs and that to walk across the baths concrete. Where here you're like laying on the concrete.
Yeah.
Quite like it's hot. Don't get me wrong. It feels like you're in a sauna. Like you would. I think I sweat more here than what I do back at home at the beach. But I feel like I can also lay and walk on the concrete in the sun, which you can't back at home.
Yeah, well, see, it's funny. So it's not like I love dry heat. I love it. I think it's the humidity that I really struggle with. Like, Bali I found quite hard because I was like, oh, Jesus, okay. Like, it's the sweaty and the stickiness. Whereas, like, here, like, still getting sweaty and sticky, there's still a part of me that's like, I don't know. It's not sticky. It's sweaty. We sweat, but it's not sticky.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. It's yeah, it doesn't have like that Thailand, Bali, muggy, filthy feel to it. It's
the
just
humidity's only at 30.
Yeah.
Which still, like, doesn't really make sense because, yeah, like, there's that, I don't know, I'd have to go back to Bali again to...
Do you know what it reminds me of?
What?
And this might sound weird. It reminds me of the heat you would get when you're in high school and it was like a 26-degree day and you were put in a classroom with no air cons and you just had those little gay slide windows and then you would just sweat.
Yeah.
It's like what it reminds me of, where it's not like, you know, you're not dying of the sun, but you're just constantly sweating.
A really funny analogy.
Yeah. What was the weather like? You remember in year 8.
When you go into that classroom that was really shit that didn't have aircon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the teacher just didn't want to turn the aircon on.
Teacher didn't give a fuck.
Oh.
Okay. File down my manky feet. Just shave my toes again. So we also had a neighborhood cat. Look at it. I don't know how I did that. Anyway, yeah, he's a kitty.
See, like, Maddie's got this thing that she wants to pull. I hate them, so I feel like, why are we encouraging them
Ignorant. Alright, let's go inside. Oh god, I almost took myself out. Oh. Turn the aircon on for a bit. Smells like egg in here. Okay, cooking egg stinks. Anyway, I actually haven't given you guys a little house tour. Jake always pees as soon as I start videoing. I don't know what goes with that.
I think it's the other way. It's more so like every time I go to pee, Maddy just goes, I'm going to film you.
It's not habit.
It is.
Anyway. Ew. Let me give you the tour. So Jake locks me in so I can't get it out when I need to when I'm scared of him. Can you help me?
Yeah. These are one of those really hard Montenegro locks where you just turn it.
Anyway. This is, hello. This is the, well, you come in from the front gate and then come out the back. Beautiful swinging chair. I haven't been in it yet only because I don't know, I'm scared and there's probably a spider in there. Little sit down table, beautiful little plants. I don't know what's down there, but it smells like sewage systems. That's fantastic. This is where Jake and I were just sitting. There's my new neighborhood cat. Doesn't really like, you know, having friends too much, but it's all good. I'm just gonna put this down, dude. Get it out of your way. Hi. You is a puss. He's just laying there in the sun, having fun in the sun. I'll leave him now. Take the hates when I talk to the cats.
I thought you walked into the door.
No. This is our lounge room. Sorry, there's some dirty clothes there. Some blankets in the little side table, some of our stuff. Cute little wall things I love, and then a lamp. Our kitchen, this is actually really handy. I've been talking to the girl that was here last and she said that she accidentally took the toaster, which hasn't been a big deal. Like, toastering on the pan has worked just beautifully. Dirty dishes and blah. And then here's our little bathroom. Super cute. Love the mirror. I love one that lights up. Perfect. And then we've just got our shit everywhere. Cute. And then this side. But I thought this was really cool. I mean, I think it is super fun. Like the greenery on the things. Like, this is so fun for me. I love green. So this is our bedroom. Cute. Bit of a mess now. I didn't make the bed. Sorry. And then we've got all of our clothes and drawers and stuff over there. And our suitcase is tucked away where we sleep. Can't stand up. That's totally fine. I keep smacking my spine on the roof, but whatever. It's the cutest little place. I thoroughly enjoy it. Oh, there's another neighborhood puss. The other one's over there, lying down. Yeah, we get a couple. Okay. We're currently at
The beach.
a gorgeous little lake, Montenegro. So I thought I would just pop them and talk about it. Plus the kids behind us. Oh my god, can you stop swallowing the fucking water? Because all I can hear is after. Like,
It's Celsius.
yeah. Okay, so close your mouth. Seriously. Anyway. The fuck is that?
There's no sandcastles here.
There's no sandcastles, but you know what we can make?
Rock. Fine. Just throw rocks at people.
You can't throw rocks at people. What does it go on there? And then ready for the finish up? Oh. Fuck, I've ruined it. Yeah, I remember it. I've been contacted by Normal Co to do a collab, which is like really fun, and I feel like it scares me a little bit to talk a little bit more about sex on my Instagram. Really only for the fact that I have family and parents on there. Maybe I should just tell them to delete me. Maybe I'll just block them and then unblock them later. Once I've made it, you know? But I feel like it's really fun because I, like, sexually in a relationship have been able to express myself very well. And it would actually be so great. It would actually be really fun to openly express myself that way on social media, to then be able to just
through talking about it.
OnlyFans would make me a lot more money. No, I don't need to express myself there. In saying that, I feel like it will be really great because, you know what, like, it's really funny when I ever used to ask some of my friends like about their sexual experiences or, you know, what they do or like anything. Like, some friends have just been like, oh, like, I don't do that, or I don't like talk about that, and I'm like, why? Like, why not? It's so funny. I actually saw a reel about something like this only probably 2 hours ago, which I think is so ironic since I've been thinking about this, but there was a girl on Instagram that was just like, what do you mean you won't tell me about this? Like, I'll literally take out your menstrual cup for you if you needed to. And that's totally me. Like, I'm just so open that way. Let me actually just show you this really beautiful beach because it is really stunning, and Jake and I, yet we haven't like seen a sunset, like a nice sunset here, or a sunrise, so we'll be on the hunt to do something like that in the next coming days. Stay tuned. Hello! I don't know what day it is. I can't remember the last time that I filmed. Anyway, you're in my bathroom. I'm just doing my makeup. And I just need to like verbally, I just need to chat some shit on like what the fuck I'm doing. Like, you ever just get that feeling that you just like, just don't know what you're doing? I'm a little bit lost. Still a bit lost, I think. Or rather than saying lost, I'm still just on the road to finding myself. Oh, hang on. I got a really exciting email this morning to collab with this swimwear brand, and I have purchased from them before, and I'm hoping that like this is legit. I think it is. The only reason I've like felt a little bit sus was because they don't say your name at the start of the email. It's just like a bulk set one. It will be fun. And then they asked me for my rates. It's the first time I've ever been asked if like what I charge. So that's exciting for me. The only hard thing is then the shipping. Like, a lot of these are Australian companies, and then it's like, well, they're not gonna ship all the way out here while I'm traveling. So it's like, do I get them shipped to someone's back in Oz and then get them to send them? It's just gonna be like, I think, really expensive shipping. They just need my back. I'll be able to see how that goes. Because I am looking into like, so, all right, like I do mindset and relationship coaching, and I'm still like, look, it's still a new business to me. This is something that is still so totally new, and I really do love it. Like, I'm still almost like, and I'm realizing that I still have a bit of a, I don't know if I would say like a sisterhood wound of like I still kind of get nervous with women, and I think what stems from early years. So I still kind of have that feeling which I really want to work through, obviously. So I know that I kind of still have that lingering, which I want to get through. However, I do have a guy client, and I don't know if it's like I feel like I connect more, or I feel like I can be myself more, or I can kind of have a bit more confidence behind me to, I don't want to say tell them what to do, but I mean guide them through life and guide them through things. And I'm able to be a little bit stern and hard with them, whereas I still kind of have that little bit of fear with females, and I don't know like why. It probably doesn't seem like that to my clients, but to me it's still there. Something at least I know I need to work through. I haven't really been wearing this much makeup, but it just makes me feel good at the moment to put a little bit more on. What I am really excited about, like I do want to take influencing and collabing with people that I love and products and brands that I love more seriously. I said to Jake yesterday, which he pulled me up on, he's like, you've been saying this a lot lately, and like, shut up. But essentially, like I kept saying, fuck, I should have just taken this more seriously when I was younger. Like I was still getting people reaching out for collabs and blah blah blah, and just not taking it seriously. Almost having that element of fear of like what people would think or shit like that. He was like, you still have time, like why not treat today like you can literally do that. Just go into a little bit of a reframe that I still can do it, and I don't have to sit there and be like, I wish I was younger. I don't want to be that person. I think the dye's gone in my eyebrows a little bit. It's just my ends, like as soon as it hits the sunlight it's like, bye. Bye bye. What do? What do?
Making breakfast.
Making breakfast. Thanks. What you got here?
Desserts.
Jake wakes up before 6 a.m. He gets his Zimbies very early.
I'll be asleep by 10.
Jake makes his essentially like kind of rice pudding in the morning with peach, rice. Do you have pineapple or banana?
No.
Nana. The two men here, they've been fighting, especially with that black one. Oh, there's more of them. One over there too. Anyway, I just want someone to chat shit to, because I'm like, yeah, I'm just feeling that feeling of just like, there are so many avenues to go down for me, and you know, starting a new business from scratch is like, it's fucking hard. And trying to nail down like my posting, trying to nail down my offers and my promoting, and really embodying that woman of what I'm teaching. So I might be loud now because of the traffic. Wanting to, like, I've always wanted to model, and like I never took that seriously. I mean, I'd still love to. I don't know, it's so funny. Like I feel like I can take selfies quite well. Like I'm happy to do that, and yet sometimes it's when I try and get other people to take photos of me, I can't. I'm like, I hate it. I don't know. I think it's actually just me being really self-critical and being a perfectionist, which I have to stop. Hey, puss puss. What are you doing? Oh, it's another puss puss. Hi. Just not like each other. You look like you're in a bit of a funny position. Hey.
Maybe a little bit cinnamony. Do you have anything else with it?
Kind just have a touch more of milk?
Milk.
Yes, please. I like cinnamon. So that's fine. Excuse me, no. Thank you. So normally I have oat milk, and the oat milk here is like €3 or €4. So it's wild to think about spending like $8 Australian on milk. And you know, I've been having oats and we have coffees all the time, so it's just like anyway. So we got like a lactose free milk because it was like €1. So I was like, okay, we'll try this. Should be fine. As I'm not lactose intolerant, I'm just picky now. And even just like having like the different milk, I can just taste like that it's milky. You know, we just haven't had milk in such a long time, and you're just like, cow. It's kind of like that. But beggars can't be choosers right now. While Jake and I are budgeting. Anyway, we ended up going and getting. I found a soy milk that was $1 something, $1.85. Haven't tasted it yet because we're just trying to get through this milk. I had it in our coffee the other day and I was like, did you like spray perfume or like wash up before it, not wash it all out properly? There's another cat. No. It tasted like really perfumey. It was weird. So Jake and I have set out like a completely new schedule, which I'm really excited to stick to. And like, well, we've been away for 2 months now. And also navigating like traveling and seeing what we want to see. Now we're situated in Montenegro for another 2 months, which is great. So then it makes it easier for us to just lay low, and we're house sitting, and bless the guy that I know whose house this is, isn't charging us any rent, so fucking helps out so much, unbelievably. And yeah, well, Jake and I had a business meeting yesterday being like, you know, we have to take this fucking seriously, because then we're gonna leave and then go somewhere we're gonna need to pay almost $1,000 a week in hotel fees or rent. And Jake and I really want to get a year visa in the Netherlands. We can stay there for a year. I think it's only like €90, and I feel like it's quite easy for Australians because I think we're, you know, connected, or we're affiliated something with the Netherlands. So that would be so amazing, because by far, like, to live somewhere and to make a little life for a while would be the Netherlands. It was so beautiful, and I would love to learn Dutch. And then we would get bikes, which would be so fun. Also, we wouldn't live in like the heart of Amsterdam where we were. I can't even remember what like the suburb was, but a really great and central spot was Sloterdijk. That was super central. I think it would be a little bit more expensive in there. And the hotel that Jake really vibes with, so we stayed there for 2 weeks before we left the Netherlands, and it was fairly easy. Like, if we got a bike, it would be like still really easy to go from there. So like, when we stayed there, if we wanted to get into the city, we would just, well, it was a half an hour walk to the closest tram station, and then it was like a 5 or 10 minute tram in, and then like a 10-minute train ride to the city. So I mean, it was a little bit of a mish, but I feel like it would be much easier if we then had bikes. The place we were also staying at was also like, as well as it was a hotel, it was a post office too. So in future, if I'm like doing collabs, it'll be heaps easier. I think Montenegro is a little bit harder. I've organized one to come here directly from a jewelry place who reached out to me, so I'll see if that turns up. I really hope it does. If it then gets redirected somewhere, You're coming to hang out. You're coming to hang out.
Yeah, I only just for my breakfast.
Oh, okay. I thought you were eating it in there by yourself. So that would be pretty easy. Super central. And it was a really beautiful spot, really quiet. Like, wasn't really touristy, wasn't hoony. It was really beautiful all around there. So that I think was if we did a long-term stay, because they do long-term stays, they do like 6 months to a year stays. And then if we stayed there that long, we would just get because they didn't have like a stove top. So I was like, oh, all I want is a pan to be able to cook things. But they do have like downstairs, they have like a tiny little like kind of storefront in the foyer. And they had like an oven and a microwave and a coffee machine and shit down there. So it was just like you can just go down and I think it was like, €2 to make your own coffee. So that was all well and good. We could actually do that. And I think it was like $1,000 a week. What was the hotel in Amsterdam?
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
For a long stay? Look at Jake's breakfast. Yum, how beautiful does that look? Stunning.
Yeah, like 1,000, 950 or something a week. 950, 1,000. Is it a bit cinnamony or is it okay?
Perfect.
But what? Got one of those like annoying shaker tops where you tap it, nothing comes out, and then all of a sudden like the whole half a jar falls out.
No, it's really good. I'll sign off and I'll chat some shit again soon.
Wait, David.
Tell me. What are you doing? Oh, what a track!
I need to do that video
What one?
for TikTok.
What's the TikTok about? I'm gonna have to
Video
turn it
about the gym.
off. Okay.
Can you? I got a pimple right there. Why do you look with your paw?
Hello! It's Sunday today. What date is it? Hold on. Sunday the 3rd of August. I don't know what day I started filming. I know it was this week sometime. And I think it's been a couple of days since I last filmed, but I feel like I'll take you along today with us just to talk some shit. Like, I was saying to Jake this morning, I was like, I feel, when I watch other people's YouTubes, I'm like, it's just kind of people talking shit and you're just mindlessly watching because you like following along with their life. So that's something I'm also trying to get used to, of like, how do I do this? I just sit here and talk. So also don't mind me, I'm just watching some DEF CON content. Maybe I'll turn it down a little bit. What was I gonna say? Actually, yeah. So today I wanted to film some content. I want to film like a Sunday reset, Sunday get ready with me, Sunday like self-care day, and a few other things for my Instagram. And it's just like, Muffin!
Ah, you fucking little cocksucker! Oh, the fuck is?
Oh, did you get your
door? Yeah, right on top of my foot.
That's exactly where I got mine yesterday. I'm finding it hard. Like, well, I'm not finding it hard. Look, I'm making it a bit harder for myself. But when I'm wanting to film content, I'm just like, how much easier it'll be. And I'm seeing all these content creators come. They're filming with like, I think it's called Osme or something. It's like a little GoPro type thing with like a handle. Anyway, I think because I've always been the type of person that like, I can't do it unless I have all the like the brand new shiny things. So I'm just gonna make do. I'm just gonna keep filming on my phone, and I mean that's the only option I do have right now because I don't have $1,000 to spend on a camera. Don't even have nails to get my. I don't have money. Don't even have money to get my nails done, let alone buying $1,000 camera. But like this is actually tragic, and it's like turned into a kind of a little sick joke of I just realized I'm not looking at the camera the whole time, looking at myself. It's just become like a little sick joke of I'm going to see now how long I can hold out on them for, and if they'll get past like the free edge, or I would say probably won't. I don't think I'm going to be able to like last them that long. They'll snap off by then, and then I'll probably just like cut the rest of these off, file them down, or I'll actually make a bit of money and then yeah, get them done. Anyway, and then that's another thing. I've got to find a place in Monty where I can get them done. So stay tuned if I find that. But anyway, I'm gonna get moving. Jake and I have a business meeting and a relationship meeting, so I'm very excited. I'm gonna sort out our relationship goals, our business goals, and our plans. So see you soon. Good morning. It's Sunday. I need to keep remembering to look at the camera and not at myself.
Monday.
Isn't it Monday?
It is Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said it's Sunday.
Oh. It's Monday. I knew that. Wait, Monday?
All day.
I knew. I thought I said Monday. It's Monday. How are we? Obviously, I'm not awake yet. My eye's a little bit red. It was itchy.
I mean, for good reason though. We had a shit night sleep.
Well, you did. I stayed up. I'm gonna turn it around this way. I stayed up. Oh, maybe. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can just grab that.
Oh, silly. Yes, so it's Monday. I went to sleep really late last night. I was a naughty gal and I stayed on my phone scrolling until like 12 a.m. whereas Jake was asleep. And then there was like a big, beautiful storm happening outside. It was beautiful. So I was watching the lightning for a little bit and just hearing the thunder. And then we had a blackout at, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 a.m. So then we have this like, where is it? So like up there. So it's a safety light, or I was talking to the guy who owns the apartment and he said it's a legal thing that they have in here. I mean, yeah, it was like a huge floodlight. It was fairly bright when the power went off, and then I noticed that it had, because when I woke up, I was a little light. Can you see it? Probably not. There's a on button on the AC and we fell asleep with our fan on, so I was just, okay, none of that's on. And that light was on though, so Jake went down and had a look at it. That doesn't have a switch, so it just had to stay on for a while until we went back to sleep, and Jake didn't go back to sleep pretty much until like 5:15, and I think the power just kept tripping, so that light kept coming back on. But anyway, it's 8 o'clock-ish now. Power's on. Filled up with coffee now, so I feel good. Today, I've been watching I follow so many women in business, and everyone says the same thing about having to step into an alter ego and focus on one thing in business. The main trajectory at the moment for Jake and I, we've had our fun traveling. We're now in this spot in Montenegro for another maybe 7 weeks now. And like, we need to pull a fucking finger out because we have goals and we have shit to do. So I think this week, like, I really want to be reflective and I want to be more conscious of finding that alter ego to step into business with, and fuck the limiting beliefs, fuck everything off that, you know, makes me feel like I can't do anything, and keep finding my passion and keep driving with my passion to help women and to help couples. That really is something that I have had issues with in my life. So to be able to help women and men do the same, it would be amazing. And I just really need to stop feeling like everything's hard. It's just new. So filming TikToks, filming Reels, filming business content, wanting to start YouTubes. I really do want to just vlog every aspect of my life because I watch so many other people do it. And I love watching people's lives and what they do, how successful they are, their travels, like even just being a travel couple as well. Like, I love that. Like, there's so many things that I've done that I already love. Just be grateful for how far you have come, which I am. So that's my plans for the morning. I feel like I actually want to edit this YouTube vlog. I feel like it's been going for all of last week and now today, and then kind of just try and figure out what days I'll be posting on and how regular schmegular I'll be posting, and yeah, get this show on the road, make things more fun, and kind of get the ball rolling, and can find some really fun places to explore and take you guys with me and get the goals crack-a-lackin'. But anyway, if you've liked this style of vlog and you want to hang around and you want to keep watching, then like and subscribe, and I'll figure out when I'll be posting frequently. But bye for now.